Moving brush fire in north of Salt Lake City, Utah, is prompting evacuation orders for thousands of people. The Parley's Canyon fire was first reported yesterday morning. Fire officials saying it was sparked by a vehicle malfunction that tossed hot particles into brushland. NewsNation reporter Jordan Burrows from our Salt Lake City station KTVX joins us now live from Parley's Canyon with a look at the rapidly spreading fire. Jordan.
We are definitely starting to see more smoke build up behind me. And the biggest thing I can tell you right now is those evacuees are probably going to have to wait 1 or 2 more days to be able to get back into their homes. You're looking here at Park City, Utah, where thousands of people usually live or even vacation. In those evacuations, they won't be allowed back into their homes until probably Tuesday. You're also looking at the inversion from today. It's created a thick level of haze and smoke in the sky. It's a mix of this Parley's Canyon fire and also wildfires from California and Oregon. Simply explain, that inversion is when air pollution, like this fire, is released into the atmosphere's lowest layer, and then essentially it just gets trapped there, and it can't be removed unless there are strong winds or precipitation. We also know people who have been evacuated must show their driver's licenses and only have about 20 minutes to get their belongings. Every resource that was used yesterday is still in play today, including that plane from Australia that was out on a loaner that would drop thousands of gallons of fire retardant on the more than, now 619-acre fire here at Parley's Canyon. They also have these scooper planes. These planes pick up 2,500 gallons from a neighboring reservoir, the Jordandale Reservoir. It's about 10 miles away. Come back and drop it on where it can make the most impact. And today, where that most impact is the northeast side of the fire. As a reminder, for anyone up traveling through Utah, I-80 is probably off limits. You would impede any of the firefighters' services and efforts trying to put out this fire. We also had a lot of people essentially ask, how did this fire start? There was a catalytic converter inside of a car. It was old, it was faulty. Those chemicals weren't getting filtered through, so those chemicals were leaking. Also, the catalytic converter was draping against the road, so that sparked the chemicals on fire along I-80, and that's how we now have this 619-acre fire burning up here in Parley's Canyon around Park City, Utah. Reporting live here in Park City, we'll send it back to you, Rutabaga.
All right, Jordan, thank you for that live report. One of the country's biggest wildfires of the year is now under control. The U.S. Forest Service tweeting that the Bootleg fire is now 100% contained. The fire has burned 413,000 acres of land in Oregon over the course of 39 days. The Forest Service also announcing the containment of 2 other large wildfires in the Pacific Northwest. And Gerard is here now. We know that we're talking with an expert a little bit later about how July was the hottest month on record anywhere, and we see all these fires and these effects of that.
Yeah, we knew it was going to be bad. The drought's been terrible for so long, so it's going to be a little while before we get back to some normal around here. But what we are looking at here is still so many fires producing so much smoke and nothing to really change here anytime soon. So what we're looking at is still most of the Northwest seeing a lot of these fires. Luckily, some of the bigger ones are starting to get under control. Have had a little bit of help with a little less wind, but still some big ones burning in places like California. So right now, the biggest fire that we still have been watching is the Dixie fire here, but some other ones have been sparking up off to the east here, to the west. The Monument fire, the River Complex fire, very little containment, but these are a lot smaller than this massive 500,000-acre Dixie fire. So, where are we going to see some help? Well, it's going to be a little while. First of all, we have all the smoke that's still going to pour across much of the western states, including Nevada, into more of Utah. Idaho and Montana, those areas may get a little bit of help here soon enough with some rain. And as we've been talking about, the drought has just been awful, and it's been going on for more than a year now with extreme to exceptional drought conditions in California, southern Nevada, and into Utah. Where can we finally get some rain? Well, maybe in places that are hard hit, like in Utah, up towards Montana, nearing Idaho, but still Nevada, California, Oregon. It's still going to be some tough going with little to no rainfall to really help. Those fires are going to continue to burn, and we're just not going to get out of this anytime soon. It would take more than a year's worth of rainfall just to catch up, just to get close and start giving some help to these areas. But even then, that wouldn't be enough to get rid of the drought out here, Rutabaga.
All right, Gerard, thank you.